Good evening and welcome to Everyone for Veterans' 5th Senegal Reception. My name is Nelson J., and I'm so pleased to be here as your host and fundraising ambassador tonight. Well, tonight is both a celebration and a fundraiser, and we are here to acknowledge the 5 years that Everyone for Veterans has been helping U.S. combat veterans with pro bono dental care. Everyone for Veterans is based in Issaquah, Washington, and relies on a massive network of volunteer dentists and other volunteers to support its very helpful and very important services. Well, I wanted to remind you that if you're at a watch party tonight, thank you for joining us. Thanks to everybody for joining us. But if you're at a watch party and you haven't yet registered, hop on your email and click on that registration link so that you can get connected to our Greater Giving platform, where you'll have an opportunity to support Everyone for Veterans through our Click to Give links in our virtual Raise the Paddle. Plus, we have an online auction. We actually have 2 online auctions happening. One of those is closing tonight, and a little bit more about that later. And then the second one is closing tomorrow. So lots of ways to support Everyone for Veterans. And to kick us off tonight, I'm so pleased to once again welcome your Executive Director, Jessica Elwell.
Good evening and welcome to Everyone for Veterans' 5th Annual Sinegal Reception. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this important milestone. Today we come together to reflect on 5 years of gratitude. As we mark this anniversary, we are especially grateful for you. Your support and partnership have helped to make a difference in the lives of so many veterans and their families. We are also deeply grateful for the service and sacrifice of our nation's heroes. Each day these veterans trust us with their stories, sharing their experiences and the lives they have built for themselves since returning home. This is not something that we take lightly. It is deeply moving and impactful for all of us that are a part of E4V. It is truly our honor to serve those who have served. I now have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Jim Sinegal and Dr. Teresa Chang. Mr. Sinegal has been a champion of our nation's veterans and a partner in our mission since the very beginning. Our founder and board president, Dr. Chang, has worked tirelessly to learn about the unique barriers and challenges that our veterans experience, and work to find innovative ways to support them and improve their quality of life. I know that you will be encouraged and inspired by what they have to share with us this evening. Thank you again, and enjoy the reception.
Thank you, Jessica. A very warm hello to everyone, and thank you for joining us from different corners of the country. It is especially invigorating for me to see that there are many of the younger generation who have taken interest in our cause and are here tonight. Who else would take care of our veterans? The VA does a lot, but I've learned that they cannot do everything. So hopefully, all of us, each of us, every one of us, would pitch in and help out. So thank you for being here tonight. As the saying goes, time flies when you're having fun. So it has been a remarkably rewarding and productive journey helping U.S. combat veterans and their families with pro bono dental care since 2008, and as a nonprofit for these last 5 years. It is safe to say Everyone for Veterans would not be where we are today without the incredible encouragement and support from our first champion, Mr. Jim Sinegal. Jim has been with E4V every step of the way and jump-started our inaugural fundraiser when he hosted the first E4V Senegal reception here in this private office in 2018. I am beyond grateful for Jim's support of our mission to help out U.S. combat veterans and their families. Jim, on behalf of E4V Board of Directors, staff, volunteers, all the volunteer dentists, and most importantly, the U.S. combat veterans and families who have benefited from our programs, thank you for the years of unwavering support.
Thank you, Teresa. And hello, everybody. Thank you very much for being with us on our 5th event and reception for Everybody for Veterans. I'm Jim Sinegal, and as we mentioned before, we thank you very much for all of your efforts in helping us in this event. The work that's been done by Teresa and her team include now having over 530 dentists in 34 states performing thousands of pro bono procedures for our veterans. Over the past 5 years, I've learned a lot about what is going on with veterans. As an example, I didn't realize that most veterans have virtually no dental care benefits at all. Additionally, our military is now made up of all volunteers. This creates a situation where our veterans are a smaller percentage of the overall population, making the adjustments on return to civilian life that much more difficult for them because they feel isolated. This makes for a very devastating transition for them. The result is a very high suicide rate. I was surprised to learn that we've had more deaths by suicide than all of the deaths that occurred in the military wars in Afghanistan and Iraq combined. Think about that for a second. The most dangerous part of the journey that they have in the military is their return home from the battlefield. That's why we need your help in the efforts to make life better for these veterans. These men and women served their country very bravely. They all deserve our help and support.
Well, thank you so much, Jim. And friends, that is exactly why we are here tonight, to support our U.S. combat veterans. And speaking of support, I'd like to take a moment to let you know how you can support Everyone for Veterans tonight. The ways to give are on your screen. The easiest way is perhaps if you're watching through our Greater Giving portal, simply click on the Support E4V button. It says Support E4V Programs. It's a blue tab on your screen there, and it's right above this program. You can click on that. Another way to give is you can go directly to the website, and that is everyoneforveterans.org, and you can follow the links there to make a gift. And you can also give by traditional check via snail mail, and the address is Everyone for Veterans, P.O. Box 1081, Issaquah, Washington 98027. So remember, friends, at any time tonight, you can click on that button, Support E4V Programs, on your screen. You can make a gift of any amount at any time. You can also go to the website, or you can mail a check. And we'll refresh those ways to give a little bit later. And just wanted to let you know that any amount, anytime, that is the key tonight. Because after all, it is a fundraiser. And as Jim mentioned, the work required to support the veterans is significant, and they need our help. And this sense of community that they get when people come together on their behalf is exactly what helps them continue on their journey. Well, I'd like to give you a quick review of the program tonight. We have a terrific program in store. Thanks to Dr. Chang and Jim Sinegal for their remarks, and also for Jessica getting us started tonight. And we will hear some stories tonight, and I know that you're going to be excited by those. First of all, we're going to hear from one of our participating dentists that comes alongside our U.S. combat veterans through pro bono dental care. You're going to hear from a terrific and enthusiastic young dentist in Texas. And then we'll have a chance to meet one of our veterans, Jason Lee Morrison. And Jason has an amazing story to share and some really beautiful writing. He's going to read for us, and then we will conduct that all-important virtual Raise the Paddle, where we'll each have an opportunity to make a meaningful gift to Everyone for Veterans. And then we will talk about some really wonderful updates. We'll actually hear about those a little bit earlier, some updates from Executive Director Jessica. She's also going to present some awards to our longtime supporters in our first 5 years. And then we'll wrap up with touching base on a few of those online auction items that I talked about, and we'll wrap up at the end of the evening with some remarks from Jim Sinegal again. So thanks for being with us tonight, and just so excited to be here. This is all about volunteer dentists helping U.S. combat veterans. And to get us kicked off, I am super excited to introduce our first speaker tonight. And this is an enthusiastic professional from the great state of Texas. Here he is. Please welcome Dr. Tanner Gregory.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tanner Gregory. I'm a general dentist in Lubbock, Texas, and I've been in practice here for a couple of years, going on a little bit over 2 years now. I first heard of Everyone for Veterans from an email through our local dental society, and it was interesting, so I looked into it and I responded to the email, and I was put in touch with someone from the E4V staff. And from the first moment, my interactions with them were really positive. I could tell that this was an organization that really cared for the veterans that they were taking care of. And so I talked to some of my staff about it, and we decided that this was something that we wanted to do, help a veteran out in a specific way that only we could. And so we were put with James Jimbo Robinson, and he is a Navy veteran. He was in the Navy for 6 years and served our country. I think it was around the time of Vietnam, and he was assigned to us. So we were tasked with getting Jimbo a new smile. From the first time he came in the office, everyone here really loved him. Throughout his visits, we all were able to form a relationship with him. He always came in, he came to his appointments on time, had a really good attitude. We could tell that he was very thankful for the work that we were doing for him and for Everyone for Veterans for matching him with us. So we were able to get Jimbo a new smile with some new teeth that he was very happy with. He's doing really well with it. We're going to continue some follow-up visits with him. But this is just a great organization. We were blessed to have been able to work with them. I'm really excited to see what E4V does in the future. I hope that we get to work with them again and help more people like what we did with Jimbo. And it's definitely an organization that is worth giving to. They're doing great work. They really care about the people that they're helping. And they also really care and are thankful for people like us who are taking part in what they're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gregory, and thanks to your team, and thanks to Jimbo for sharing his smile. Wow, that is exactly why we're here tonight, and what a great example of just one of the many veterans that can be helped through these Everyone for Veterans programs. And I'm so excited. I know the staff is that the inspiration and the enthusiasm coming from the next generation of dentists, it's real. You can feel that, and it is so important that these programs continue. And it's just exciting. So Dr. Tanner Gregory and your entire team, thank you for what you're doing for veterans there in Texas. Well, I'd like to remind everybody once again about those ways to give. Just a reminder, support E4V programs. The blue button just above this broadcast on the Greater Giving platform is the easiest way to get there. You can also give through everyoneforveterans.org and then follow the links to give right there on the website through our secure payment process. And then, of course, traditional checks can also be accepted, and you can send those directly to Everyone for Veterans. That's P.O. Box 1081, Issaquah, Washington, 98027. So thank you for that. Keep those coordinates in mind. And now we are excited to bring Executive Director Jessica Elwell back to share an update about the current state of the organization. And I know you'll want to hear what Jessica has to say. Here she is.
I would like to talk to you a bit about gratitude. We are here today because several years ago, a group of people had a vision for an organization that would bring together civilians, dentists, and professionals to serve our veterans in practical ways at a critical time. They desired to share their gratitude by serving those who had served. Now, 5 years later, because of their vision and the support of our dedicated partners, donors, and champions, we have seen Everyone for Veterans flourish. Our veterans have often described returning to civilian life as more difficult than combat itself. Through our comprehensive dental care and wingman programs, we are providing vital services to veterans who otherwise could not afford it. The dental services we provide are comprehensive, not one-time urgent care. Our partners utilize bridges, root canals, crowns, and implants to eliminate pain, restore smiles, and replace shame and embarrassment with joy and self-confidence. In my role as executive director, I meet so many people that are just learning about Everyone for Veterans for the first time. While they may not be dentists or wingmen volunteers, they often ask how they can help. Well, we're going to provide that opportunity for you tonight after you hear from some of the veterans that we've assisted. Once you hear their stories, I know you'll be as committed to helping our veterans as our E4V community is to serving them. Coming alongside people in need so they don't have to go it alone is at the heart of what we do. Every day, our team has the opportunity to partner with veterans in their unique situations. From a 96-year-old Navy veteran and great-grandfather to a 26-year-old Air Force veteran and single mother, our veterans make up a diverse tapestry. Each one has a story to tell. I would like to share a recent message from one of our veterans that speaks about gratitude in a very special way. He said, "I was miserable. I was in pain constantly. I wasn't able to eat right. I had to be careful with the temperature of everything I ate. The level of care I got through the dentist I was seeing was probably the best I've ever had in my life. Now I am pain-free and can eat anything I want. My kids like me a lot better because I'm not angry anymore and I smile all the time. I think the most important thing, regardless of the dental work, was just the fact that I felt welcome back into my community by the people. I can never thank you enough for the work you are doing. I tell all my battle buddies about Everyone for Veterans. I tell them that these people give a hoot." Only he didn't say hoot. Through our programs, lives are being changed, families are being supported, and people are experiencing community, sometimes for the first time. So many of you are here tonight, have been part of this story, and have helped bring us to where we are today. One volunteer giving of their time and talents, one monthly donor investing in the future of a veteran's family they will likely never meet. One small act at a time leading to incredible impact. We are truly grateful. This year's theme, 5 Years of Gratitude, is more than a catchy slogan. It's our mission put into movement. Thank you again for joining us today and celebrating this special anniversary and event. We are especially thankful for those of you who are here this evening that have worked so tirelessly from the beginning. Thank you, Mr. Sinegal, for hosting this event. Thank you to our board for your commitment to compassionate leadership. Thank you to our staff for the level of professionalism and care that you bring to each mission. Again and again, I hear reports of your kindness from the veterans that we work with. Thank you to our dental partners, wingmen volunteers, donors, and champions. You are difference makers. As we look ahead, we are encouraged and inspired to explore even more opportunities for equity and access for the veterans that we serve. The need is great, but together we can make a difference. It is an honor to serve in this work alongside so many of you.
Thank you, Jessica. And wow, that is exactly why we are here tonight. Just so much work being done, so much work to be done, and the community that comes together to support the veterans is just so special. Thank you for being here. And I just know tonight, as you hear these stories, that you will be moved to support our veterans. And our next guest tonight is an amazing spirit, and I haven't met Jason in person, but this video is remarkable, and I'm so excited to introduce our featured veteran tonight, Jason Lee Morrison.
Thank you, everyone, for veterans. It's an honor to be invited back after so many years. It was so refreshing to see someone so passionate about giving to veterans like tangible stuff that they actually really needed. The dental thing was really unique. So I called him up and we chatted for a while. I ended up going to the dentist, and at the time I was like in the lowest part of my life. My PTSD was just going raging. I was like, I had like part-time job. I was just barely making it. It was a pretty low moment. So that for me actually was, it was like a little beacon of light, actually. Like, I don't know. It meant a lot to me that the community cared about me, because frankly, community involvement is critical with anyone. You know, anyone who's having a hard time, if they can lean on someone in their community, that's a critical component of being able to get through life. So especially for a veteran, a guy who comes back from a war or two, it's critical. But the problem is the veteran has no idea that it's critical to him or her, because we had our community in the military. We don't quite equate the community outside of the military to that. It's like apples and oranges to us, but it's not. It's the same thing. The same that you leaned on your brothers and sisters in arms, in a much different way. You need to engage with your local community, because a lot of people are reaching out with their hands open, like ready to help you, just like Dr. Chang, everyone for veterans. So I ended up going in and getting a bunch of cavities filled and a bunch of work done for nothing. And the dentist was amazing. It was actually the nicest dental office I've ever been in. And they were just amazing. They bent over backwards to help me as if I was, like a celebrity or something. It was mind blowing to see a community of that ilk. Like dentists, you don't really think, oh, these guys can contribute a lot to veterans. You wouldn't think that until Dr. Chang came in and vitalized this whole thing. My point is, it was very meaningful to me. It made a huge impact on my life, and I'm forever indebted to all that E4V has done for all of us veterans. It kind of helped change my life. Like I said, I was going through a very difficult time then. I wouldn't say that getting my teeth fixed changed my life, but it was one of those little lily pads, that kind of you step on your way to getting things back together. Right now, I'm a writer. I'm married, have a stepson, 4.5 years old, and I got 2 kids, wonderful, awesome kids that live with their mom. And I'm in Oregon right now. I got that Formula One feel down again. I can handle the power of it now.
And I do have hope for my future. So now I just want to read you a poem from my book.
The dark is finally fading into gray. It seems the light and truth are hating it away. And things are stark and clean and marked with things I haven't seen in years, since last I saw the day. Like hope and open air and light besides the lightning strikes. Something's under the horizon rising slight, too slow to notice. But I know that I remember how to see. It's not just hope. I know what light is. With last drop of blood and strength and life that's left in me, the bars of darkness slowly start to bend. It seems I may have somehow been redeemed. The night just might be finally coming to an end. Thank you for all that you're doing for myself and for those like us. Well, thank you very much, and have a good night.
Well, thank you, Jason. Thank you for your candor, for your honesty, for your heartfelt words. Just so powerful. The darkness is coming to an end through community. And I just so appreciate everything that Jason had to share. Well, friends, now it's your turn. You have an opportunity to participate in tonight's program. The ways to give are on the screen. And as a reminder, the most direct way, just click on that Support E4V Programs blue button above this feed, and you can get directed right to the giving link, a predetermined amount, or you can customize the amount. You can also give via the website, and that's on the screen as well. And of course, you can mail a check to the address on the screen. Well, friends, tonight's goal is 100% participation. And if we were gathering in Mr. Sinegal's office, a beautiful space there on Lake Washington, we might have bid cards and we'd hold those up to show our express our support for Everyone for Veterans. But it's a little different tonight. We're going to do this virtually. You can watch this show on the big screen. You can give on the small screen. Use your phone or your tablet to make your gift. And tonight we're starting out in honor of 5 years of Everyone for Veterans. We're going to start out at the $5,000 level. And I wanted to let everybody know that that's more of a guideline than a rule. So if there's a number on your heart that is above 5,000, that's fine. Now is the time to make that gift. And that would be a terrific boost to Everyone for Veterans. So you can make that gift at the $5,000 level or higher. And we so appreciate everybody for being with us tonight and making those gifts. And remember, any amount at any time. But that $5,000 level is officially our first giving level. And I have some very, very exciting news to share. Tonight, through an anonymous donor's support, every dollar that you give tonight will be matched dollar for dollar up to $50,000. So to our anonymous donor, if you're watching the show tonight, thank you for your incredible support of Everyone for Veterans. For those of you about to give, you just got a boost. So now is your opportunity to leverage that gift to do even more great for our veterans who need our community support. So this is our $5,000 level. I'm going to look to my left. I have a second screen, a second giving screen, and I will navigate over to that second screen. So at our $5,000 giving level, I'd like to give a shout out to our donors, our pre-committed gifts coming in already at that $5,000 level. And we're just refreshing our screen. We'll be back to that in a moment, but I wanted to give you a heads up that we are excited to announce that kicking us off at the $5,000 level, Scott and Lois Howell are in at the $5,000 level. And that is terrific. Thank you so much to Scott and Lois Howell. And also tonight, we have an exciting gift thanks to our founder and board president, Dr. Teresa Chang, and her husband, Don Boren. They're coming in at 2 times $5,000 for a gift of $10,000. So Dr. Chang and Don Boren, thank you so much for your support of this incredible organization. And remember, friends, we have that $50,000 match out there. Every dollar that you give tonight will be matched dollar for dollar. That is outstanding. So the gifts are coming in. Look at that. At the $5,000 level, also want to give a shout out to Andrea Maynor. Andrea, thank you for that $5,000 donation. And a big shout out a little above our opening level, Christian Manley Orthodontics, one of our event sponsors. Thank you for your $7,500 contribution to Everyone for Veterans. Now is the time to make those gifts, friends. Our giving thermometer up to over $75,000 if you're following along in greater giving. So that is outstanding. So this is our $5,000 giving level. And if you can give at this level, now's the time to make that gift. And this is that $5,000 giving level. 5 years, $1,000 a year. What a great opportunity to support Everyone for Veterans. Thanks to Scott and Lois Howell and Teresa Chang and Don Boren for getting us started. And that is outstanding. Friends, we're going to move right along. Remember, you can give any amount at any time. Give via the website, give via that link right on your screens above this broadcast. And that goes directly into our giving thermometer. We're up over $90,000 now, so outstanding work. Keep those gifts coming. And at our $2,500 level, I'll go back to my second screen here. At the $2,500 level, big shout out and thank you to our friends at BECU for their support. And also our friends at Juniper Capital. Thank you for your $2,500 support. And Jacqueline Bunce Orthodontics in at $2,500. That's just outstanding. And also thank you to Tsue Chong Company, SAVR LLC. And that is a $3,500 gift to everyone for veterans. So thank you so much for that support to all of our champion and momentum donors. That's our $2,500 level. We'll move on to our $1,000 level. And remember, friends, every time you make a gift, it's going to be matched dollar for dollar up to $50,000 total. And those gifts will be doubled on the spot. So at the $1,000 level, our momentum donors are pre-committed gifts getting us kicked off. The Edelman Financial Engine in for $1,000. Thank you to the Edelman Financial Engine. And also to Wally and Bernice Kegel for their $1,000 donation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the Edelman Financial Engine and to Wally and Bernice. Also, Susan Adams just coming in at the $1,000 level. Thank you, Susan, for that support. Friends, we're up over $91,000, and let's keep those gifts coming. If you haven't yet made your gift, now's the time to jump into that giving pool. We heard from Scott Lee Morrison just about the power of community. And this is a tangible expression of that community and of our support of our U.S. combat veterans and, frankly, our volunteer network of dentists and wingmen. The wingman services, those are providing non-dental support and services to our veterans. And it could be things like helping them get to an appointment or getting groceries to them. So many ways to help. If you're not a dentist, don't despair. You can get involved and you can support Everyone for Veterans. So many ways to support this terrific organization. Well, also coming in, let's see, at that $1,000 level, let me just confirm that I've got everybody. Strong support, lots of gifts at different levels. Yep, they're there. That Edelman Financial Engine and Wally and Bernice Kegel coming in at $1,000. Thank you so much. We'll move along to our $500 giving level. If you can support at the $500 level, now's the time to make that gift as our thermometer climbs up over the $93,000 level. At the $500 level, 5 years, $500. It's a numerical magic. So let's make some more magic happen. Gifts at that $500 level, remember, matched dollar for dollar. So give $500 and you're helping a veteran, and Everyone for Veterans receive $1,000 in support. So Jack and Eleanor Goldberg, thank you for your $500 donation. That is terrific. It's a great boost to Everyone for Veterans. Coming in at that $500 level, Jack and Eleanor Goldberg. And let me just review. Also, another gift, a second gift from Andrea Maynard. Thank you, Andrea, for your $500 gift. And that is just outstanding. Friends, this is the $500 giving level. If you can give at this level, make those gifts, keep them coming, and we'll move through all of our giving levels. There'll be a level for everybody tonight. Our next official giving level is the $250 giving level. And $250 means a lot to Everyone for Veterans. It helps the organization connect with veterans. It helps spread the word. It helps get our support structure in place to serve all the veterans that need help. At the $250 level, getting us kicked off tonight, Charles Schwab, thank you for your contribution, the Charles Schwab Company. Also, Rob Young at that $250 giving level. And also at $250 there, let's just make sure I've got everybody on our list. That looks great at that $250 level. Thanks. Keep those gifts coming. And I know we've got a little bit of a delay, so when you hear my voice, it may be slightly later. Shout out to Susan Lee, who's in at that $500 level. And that's great, Susan. Thank you so much. Joining Jack and Eleanor Goldberg at that $500 donation level. What a great way to recognize 5 years of success with a $500 donation. If that number works for you, make that gift right now. And thank you to Susan Lee, Jack, and Eleanor for getting us rolling at that $500 level. Well, as I mentioned, at that $250 level, Charles Schwab kicking us off officially, and also Rob Young. If you'd like to join the Charles Schwab Company and Rob Young, make that $250 gift. We're up to nearly 95,000. Oh, Teresa Yagi. Thank you, Teresa, for your $500 contribution. It's so fun to see. It's like popcorn popping on my second screen as that thermometer grows. And our goal tonight is a lofty goal over 100,000. So keep those gifts coming. We've got some work to do. We're going to move along in the giving spirit and move to that $100 giving level, friends. The $100 giving level, remember, it's going to be matched dollar for dollar. 100 becomes 200. So make those gifts. If you can give at that $100 level, now is the time to make that gift. And I've got quite a few to recognize here. Also, a big shout out to Dr. Warren Libman. Thank you, Dr. Libman, for your support, tuning in from afar and giving tonight in our giving thermometer at that $250 level. At the $100 level, shout outs to Tyler Buckingham. Tyler, thank you for your support. Arif Zaman, thank you, Arif. And Jennifer Dwyer, thank you, Jennifer. Coming in between those numbers, Iris Wang, thank you for your $150 contribution. And then Joshua Phelps is in at the $100 giving level. Thank you, Joshua. And we've got more gifts coming in. Keep those gifts coming. Up over $95,000, friends. Let's keep that thermometer growing. And remember, any amount at any time. So make those gifts. You can give at the $100 level, the $250 level, the $5,000 level, whatever number works for you. Make that special stretch gift for a veteran tonight. You'll help connect that veteran with community, with dental service. Wow. And this just in, thanks to Bill Tuttle. Bill Knuckles, my friend, thank you. $1,000 donation from Bill Tuttle out there. Thank you, Bill. That's terrific. Great support of our veterans. And we are so appreciative. I'm getting additional information in, and I'm going to have to check that one to make sure that we are tracking, but we have lots of donations coming in. I'm going to follow up with our $50 donors. I've got a slew of them. In fact, I'm going to just read these are donations that are other than $100. Okay, so this could be 75, 150, 10, something like that. So I'm going to cover all of our generous donors. Carolyn Stalter. Thanks, Carolyn, one of our behind-the-scenes mavens, doing a great job tonight. Thanks to Ben Phelps, Alexandra Fregasso. I mentioned Tyler earlier. Michael Castle. Thank you. Erica Stalkup. And Keith Strandwold. Thank you so much. And we've got Nicholas Carafa coming in at $250. Thank you, Nicholas. That is outstanding. Moving on, Keith Strandwold, thank you. Aaron Cheng, thank you for your support. Alexander Cheng, it's Cheng Festival tonight. Great supporters, family affair. Nicholas Carafa in with another gift of $50. Jennifer Shelton is in at $50. Patricia Thompson in at $25, and Josh Boren in at $50. So thank you so much. I have a couple of bits of information that I'm clarifying, and it's become clarified. So yeah, we've just got strong support. We're up over 96,000. Keep those gifts coming. And we are just thrilled by your support tonight. The giving window will be open all night. I wanted to let everybody know that you can continue to make gifts throughout the show, and be sure to tell your friends, because those gifts will count towards our goals as well. We're just hovering just under 100,000. We're at about 96,500. So keep those gifts coming. And if you are motivated and you want to participate in supporting a veteran, now's the time to make that gift. Friends, I'm going to change things up just a bit. The giving window will be open. We'll come back to that in a moment. But I would like to shift gears for a minute, and we are going to highlight some of our featured almost live auction items. We won't be closing them during the live telecast tonight. We'll be closing them tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So that's 5 items, the next 5 items, and I'm going to talk about those right now. And we've got some terrific opportunities to continue supporting Everyone for Veterans. For those of you at a watch party or who've just tuned in, the online auction opened on Monday. Bidding's been happening all week, and it will stay open tonight for this first 5 items until 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Then tomorrow at 6 p.m., everything that I don't talk about, all other online auction items closing tomorrow, Thursday, September 15th at 6 p.m. So the first 5 items only closing tonight at 9. So don't delay, bid today. First item to talk about tonight is a spectacular getaway, a little sneak away to northern Idaho, thanks to our friends at the Coeur d'Alene Casino and the Triple Play Amusement Park for this fabulous donation. You're going to enjoy a night away in northern Idaho. It includes 2 rounds of golf with a cart on the beautiful Coeur d'Alene Casino golf course. And once again, you will stay at the casino, and then when you wrap up your golf game, if you're so inclined, you can head to the spectacular water park. That's the Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, where you can splash, slip, and slide with 4 guest passes there in northern Idaho. That's a great opportunity to support Everyone for Veterans. You could sneak away for a weekend. Market value on that, over $500, current bidding at $290. So some great value. Just under 3 hours left, 2 hours and 49 minutes exactly left in this online auction. So this is item number 1, the Northern Idaho Getaway with golf. The next item is the spectacular and always popular live authentic, I say live, it's the live auction item, the almost live auction item. It's the authentic Chinese Malaysian dinner. And it is prepared by none other than Everyone for Veterans founder, Dr. Teresa Chang, and her husband, Don Boren. And this is a spectacular and always popular auction item at this event. Dr. Chang will prepare an authentic Chinese hawker-style dinner for you and 5 lucky friends. Again, that number 5 keeps coming up. You and 5 lucky friends, and that will be at her Issaquah home, right there next to the legendary Issaquah Zoo. And she's on the hill climb. It's a great spot, lovely in the forest there, and you're going to enjoy a spectacular dinner. And the menu will be customized to fit your preferences from a culinary standpoint, and it will be paired with wines and beers to match the meal. Thank you to our donors, Dr. Teresa Chang Boren and and Don Boren. Teresa is the doctor. So that's a great package, always popular. Don't miss out on that. Bidding is currently at $675. Steve Christensen leading that one. Don't miss out on that. Bid early, bid often, just about 2 hours, 45 minutes left in that. That's item number 2. Item number 3, this is super fun. And this is the opportunity to enjoy a Porsche, for the Porsche of your choice, for a weekend. You get a long weekend in the Porsche. Pick it up on Friday, return it on Monday. And shout out to our friends up in Bellingham at Roger Jobs Motors. Bellingham, you have many options when it comes to Porsches, but if you're thinking about a Porsche, head up there to Roger Jobs in Bellingham. The test driving roads on the Chuckanut are spectacular. That's a great drive, the Chuckanut Drive, a fun spot for a Porsche. Current bidding on this one, $445. And you're going to get to pick your choice of a Porsche Boxster or the Porsche Cayenne or the Porsche Panamera. That Panamera is a spectacular auto. It's a 4-door touring sedan. You'll explore the beautiful Pacific Northwest from 12 noon on Friday until 12 noon on Monday. A great chance to support Everyone for Veterans. You may not have a Porsche forever, but for a long weekend, why not? What a great way to have a great time as fall sets in. Head up the North Cascades Highway, see the fall color, and do so in style, elegance, and nimble handling. Thank you to Roger Jobs for this. There are some restrictions. Specifically, you have to be 23 years or older. Includes up to 300 miles, 100 miles a day. If you exceed that, it's okay to go more than 300 miles. There is a mileage surcharge after that, so be aware. Thank you, Roger Jobs, and you have 1 year to use that. Expires September next year. That is item number 3. Next up is live auction item number 4. And what a great opportunity to have a staycation. You could perhaps bid on the Porsche and then drive to Ballard in it. This is a terrific opportunity to enjoy an Airbnb, a 2-night stay at the Ballard Base Camp Airbnb in lovely Ballard, Seattle, Washington, USA. 5 bedrooms, 2 bath home, comfortably sleeps up to 10. you can escape to Ballard for a cozy and comfortable weekend away at this spectacular Airbnb. And for those of you that don't know, Ballard, home to America's Nordic Museum, the official Nordic Museum of the USA, is right there in Ballard, not far from the Airbnb. Also, you can visit the locks. If you go in the next few weeks, you'll see salmon spawning. Shill Shoal with all the restaurants is out there, the boats, Golden Gardens Park. So much to see in Ballard, so little time. Well, here's your chance to make up for that missed opportunity in the past, and a great chance to support Everyone for Veterans. Bidding on this one currently at $450, the fair market value $1,000. So lots of opportunities to support Everyone for Veterans, and this is a great chance to get away at a staycation in Ballard. Thank you to our donor, Jamie Tuttle. And next up, our final almost live. Remember, friends, these items closing tonight at 9 p.m. sharp Pacific Daylight Time. Item number 5. Don't miss out. This package is spectacular, and who knows what it could include next year. And what I mean by that is that this is not one, but 2 iconic Seattle sports opportunities. First part of it is the Seattle Seahawks Hawks Nest experience for 3 people. So that's you and 2 guests, 3 people. Going to go see the Seattle Seahawks take on that's the 1-0 Seattle Seahawks going to take on the New York Jets, and that's January 1st, 2023. And that is from the Hawks Nest. That's this football season. It's technically next year, but it is January 1st. What a great way to ring in the new year. You'll be in the Hawks Nest, section 149, row W, and it's great news. It's ADA accessible. And the tickets are transferable electronically, so you'll need to have a mobile phone in order to receive those. And you also need to have the Seahawks app on your phone to get those. Once the seasons change, don't despair. You're going to go to another spectacular sporting outing in Seattle, and that is to see the Seattle Mariners playoff bound this year, I promise. Longtime Seattle Mariner fans are so excited about what's happening. And today, hey, the Mariners got a W, one step closer to playoffs in 2022. And who knows, next year, maybe you'll be watching the World Series defending champion Seattle Mariners live from Safeco Field in Terrace Club seats, and there are 4. So the friend that wasn't able to make it to the Seahawks game on January 1st will be able to join you. And that is a spectacular experience. If you haven't been to the Terrace Club, it's super terrific. You've got nearby bars and padded seats and the whole shebang up there on the second level. It's wonderful. Special thanks to the Seattle Mariners. And our current lead donor right now is Josh Phelps. Josh is in at $317. Friends, this package, both Seahawks, three tickets to the Seahawks and 4 Mariner tickets valued at $762. We're not even halfway there yet. So get those bids in tonight. Auction closes at 9 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time. So don't delay, bid today. So those 5 items, friends, are part of that online almost live auction. And then everything else in the online auction, you can bid on those now, and they'll be open all the way up until tomorrow, 6 p.m. That's Thursday, September 15th at 6 p.m. So wonderful ways to support Everyone for Veterans. Thanks to all of our donors. Thanks to our bidders. Keep those bids coming in. And we know that there's a lot of Porsche fans, a lot of sports fans. And if you haven't had Dr. Cheng's authentic Malaysian food yet, wow, you're in for a real treat. Don't miss out on that. And so those are the auction items, and just terrific. Well, those are some excellent opportunities to support Everyone for Veterans. And I am going to bring Jessica up, and she's got some exciting news. And I understand, Jessica, that you've got some excellence of your own to share.
Thank you, Nelson. This evening, we reflect on 5 years of gratitude, and we have so much to be grateful for. Since 2017, E4V has been able to provide support to more than 890 veterans and their family members. Our 685 dental and wingman volunteers have logged nearly 5,500 hours in service to our nation's heroes across 34 states. And through our volunteers' hands and feet, we've provided nearly $1.2 million in comprehensive dental care and essential needs. Everyone for Veterans is a catalyst for community connection. Our volunteers and champions put our mission into movement each day and make a tremendous contribution to the lives of veterans and their families around the country. We would not be here without them. To celebrate our 5-year anniversary, we would like to recognize 3 of these outstanding volunteers and champions by presenting them with 5 Years of Gratitude Legacy Awards. Our first Legacy Award recipient is Dr. Barry Feeder. When Dr. Chang began this organization, Dr. Feeder was the first dentist to partner with Everyone for Veterans. This inspired the growth of our network of volunteer dentists to nearly 570 professionals today. We are so grateful for his willingness to partner with this small group of grassroots organization, and when we were just opening our doors. Thank you for saying yes, Dr. Feeder. Our second Legacy Award goes to Alice Richard, Everyone for Veterans' first Wingman volunteer. The Wingman program was born to address the unique challenges and stress our veterans have beyond dental care. When Alice learned of this opportunity to provide hope and help to veterans through tangible support and essential needs, she jumped in with both feet. Her compassionate spirit helped to give wings to our Wingman program. And finally, we would like to recognize American Dental Association as our Legacy Champion Award recipient. The staff and leadership of the ADA have continued to be strong advocates for access to oral health for our nation's veterans. We are so grateful for their support and partnership. At this time, it is my sincere privilege to introduce you to our 2022 Legacy Award recipients, Dr. Barry Feeder, Alice Richard, and ADA President, Dr. Cesar Sabates.
Thanks so much for this wonderful award. I was happy to help Teresa back in 2008 when we were both working as dentists and Teresa as a periodontist, who I referred patients to in Issaquah, Washington. And I got a phone call from her one day asking if I could help a veteran out. And I said, absolutely, positively, yes. And I felt that this is just a wonderful organization that really is out to help people that really deserve and need the help. Thank you so much for this wonderful award.
Thank you so much for this award. It's much appreciated, and it's a privilege to serve Everyone for Veterans and helping out with their needs. They've done so much for us, and Everyone for Veterans is such a great organization to support our veterans in some of their critical medical needs. Thank you so much.
Hello, Everyone for Veterans, and congratulations on your 5th anniversary. I'm Dr. Cesar Sabates, President of the American Dental Association, and on behalf of our leadership and 161,000 members, I thank you for your kind recognition of the American Dental Association and our efforts to drive dentistry forward. For half a decade, Everyone for Veterans has made an indelible impact on the lives of our nation's veterans. Whether it's to providing oral health services or lending a helping hand, Everyone for Veterans showcases the best of what our professional community has to offer: kindness, generosity, and service for those who have served. So once again, I thank you for this award, and I celebrate Everyone for Veterans on your 5th anniversary. Here's to the next 5 years and beyond. Congratulations.
Well, outstanding. And friends, we come up on the thermometer here because we have a lofty goal in mind tonight. And look at that. You've done, I'm pointing to my right, your left. You've done a terrific job. And remember, each and every one of these dollars, we measure our success in many ways with numbers. And but these really are, it's about veterans. So we had a goal tonight of reaching $120,000. And thank you to everybody for their support. We had some strong giving coming in while we were away at the videos. And I just want to say thanks to everybody for their participation. Let's bring Jessica back up. And Jessica, wow. Who would have seen this coming? A shout out, I have to say, to John Meisenbach for a $25,000 gift tonight. Didn't see that one coming. And also big thanks to Joshua Phelps, Dr. Joseph Buren, Hunter Van Horn, and Ariane Gavadel, all helping support Everyone for Veterans. What do you think?
It's amazing, Nelson. This is apparently the part of the program where I cry on camera. So thank you so much, everyone. This is truly remarkable. The outpouring of generosity this evening has been amazing. I am humbled by the response to this year's reception. Every day, our E4V community stands in the gap for veterans and their families. You continue to show up in meaningful ways. And tonight, you showed up again. So on behalf of the staff and board of Everyone for Veterans, please accept our heartfelt appreciation. Thank you for joining us this evening. And thank you again to our host, Mr. Sinegal, for helping to make this reception possible. Cheers to 5 years and many, many more.
There you have it. Everyone for Veterans has done an amazing job in helping our veterans over the past 5 years. If you want to help further, there are a couple of suggestions. One is that you can make a contribution, either in time or financially. The other thing that you can do is spread the word through your network, to your friends and to your colleagues. Tell them about Everyone for Veterans and all the work that's being done by Teresa and her great team.
Well, thank you, Jim, for hosting tonight's Sinegal Reception 2022, our 5th Sinegal Reception. Thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in tonight and giving so much of your time and of your treasure and your support of Everyone for Veterans. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Dr. Chang. Thanks to our featured dentist, to Jason, our veteran, to all of our award winners. This community coming together in this moment is super special. And I'm looking to my second screen. We're up over $121,665. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It is with deep gratitude and honor that I'm here as your fundraising ambassador. And remember, friends, tell others about Everyone for Veterans. This organization is worthy. It needs your help and your support, and it needs your support in telling it on the mountain. So we want every veteran that needs help to get that community support, that community hug. So thank you for what you did tonight for Everyone for Veterans, and spread the word. And good. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Don't forget, tonight, 9 o'clock, our online auction is closing. The Almost Live auction closes. Those first 5 items that I talked about, that's the Idaho Getaway, the Porsche, the dinner with Dr. Chang, the Porsche, the Ballard Escape, and the sports package, all those closing tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and then everything else in the online auction. And there are some great items. If you have yet to shop the auction, go check it out. Everything else closes tomorrow, 6 p.m. That's Thursday, September 15th. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Nelson J. So honored to be here on behalf of Everyone for Veterans. Thank you and good night.